I don't know how long this video gonna be, but I'm just gonna go over some things on why I feel like people are so mad at J. Cole and why I feel like people are defending J. Cole. I don't know which one I'm gonna start with first. I'm just gonna go with my heart, all right? Now, first of all, I'm not a J. Cole hater, all right? I actually past tense, liked J. Cole's music. I thought it was a little tedious the way he was rapping and uh, just certain styles that he didn't really escape from or whatever. But nonetheless, he was very superior within that style he was using. You know what I mean? Let's be honest about this shit. J. Cole got hits on the radio. J. Cole um, was in conversation of being one of the best rappers with Kendrick Lamar and Drake. You know what I'm saying? We obviously seen it with the beef and whatnot, and a lot of people regarding him as one of the best pens in the game within the last quarter century. You know what I mean? So let's just start there, right? Again, he has accolades. It's not like he doesn't have hits on the radio. It's not like he doesn't have awards. It's not like he doesn't have praise from other artists as well. You know what I mean? Saying, man, this guy is one of those guys. You know what I'm saying? Whether rappers are retired or MCs that are up in age that are looking down on what they've created for these people to even have a voice, you know what I'm saying, in this community. Uh, uh, anybody in the music industry will tell you that J. Cole is nice with that shit, you feel me? I say all that to say this is the reason why people like myself are kind of feeling the type of way about what he's saying on this birthday Blizzard 26 mixtape with DJ Clue. This is the same reasons of why I'm giving you why he's the best, or was regarded as the best. It's the exact reasons why niggas like me are mad at what he's doing now in this mixtape. So as everyone knows, right? I'm not gonna rehash shit up, but I do got to put it into perspective why I'm making this video. It's because Kendrick Lamar and Drake were beefing. You know what I mean? After Big Three is just Big Me, right? And Drake comes out with push-ups, and now we're waiting on Kendrick. We're waiting on Kendrick. What? Boom! Euphoria drops, and then from there, it's an onslaught of disses and Drake using AI, Snoop Dogg, Tupac. Like it's a whole bunch of shit going on. You know what I mean? And the world stops for a quick little second to look into the competition of rappers, the competition of, MCing, rap battling, on beats and whatnot. You get what I'm saying? And then somewhere in the mix, J. Cole decides to diss Kendrick Lamar specifically, which is a very big, that's a sign to me personally. You didn't diss Drake, but you dissed just Kendrick Lamar. You know what I mean? Which was weird to me. In my personal opinion, I felt like he should have dissed Drake too. Like, imagine if we would have had a three-way battle between Kendrick Lamar dissing Drake and J. Cole, Drake dissing Kendrick Lamar and J. Cole, which is he did, and J. Cole dissing Drake and Kendrick Lamar. This battle would have been 10 times bigger than what it actually would have been, right? The shit would have probably lasted a year, like the whole year. You get what I'm saying? Because you wouldn't have, now we anticipating I just feel like it. I just feel like J. Cole's stock would have risen from there. He could have done a whole rebrand, resurgence. Kendrick Lamar obviously coming back. Drake was kind of being seen as falling off. He could have resurged. Like, it could have been up. It could have been way, the turnout for all three of them could have been way better than what it was. You know what I'm saying, in my opinion. But nonetheless, J. Cole drops to this, and then he apologizes for the diss after somebody threw a shot at you. So you apologize for a response. It's like somebody coming up to you, punching you in the face. You punch them back in the face, and then you say, I'm sorry for punching you in the face because you punched me in the face. That makes no sense. You know what I mean? And from there, apologizing in front of all of your fans, 40,000 people, you said, does this crowd love Kendrick Lamar? They screamed and cheered right at that moment. You lost. Right at that moment, your whole image was gone. It was taken away from you. Because you're giving another nigga praise who dissed you. You get what I'm saying? Not only that, you told the nigga, I'll take it on the chin. Whatever you got for me, dog, I'll take it on the chin. What are you, do you like pain or what? Like, what are you, I thought you were just talking all this bravado, best rapper shit for the last 2-3 years on these features. I was just confused. The whole world was confused because on one hand, you was telling us, take a rapper, I shoot a rapper. Like, you was having so many gun analogies about like getting these niggas offed. You know, it was ridiculous. You had so many bars, and people want to act like this didn't exist, or there was a time when J. Cole was basically telling somebody to challenge him, and then when it happened, he just fucking curled up in a ball, which is ridiculous, bro. It's crazy. So anyway, after that, right? Now, mind you, he only dissed Kendrick Lamar, right? He dropped the song months later after it didn't really die down because Drake sued and it's still going on. But the tracks kind of died down directly, right? It was still subs being thrown, obviously. But then he drops Port Antonio, which is basically a fucking love letter to Drake. He wrote a love letter to Drake after dissing Kendrick Lamar. You guys to be the stupidest motherfucker alive, bro. What makes you think Drake was really on your side in the first place? It's just business, homie. J. Cole, you know this. You've been in the business. Like, I don't know. I don't have a lot of excuses for J. Cole or feel sorry for him or feel like he's on higher ground. He's been a snake this whole time. He's been throwing rocks and hiding his hand his whole fucking career. I think 3 or 4 years in, we started to really see that. You know what I'm saying? Especially when I wouldn't say throw shots at Wale, but he was giving Wale an advice of a song and dissing Kanye and dissing Lil Pump, all the littles and all this shit, and then he'll turn around and do a whole interview with Lil Pump, or say I wasn't dissing Kanye, or say Wale is my brother. Like, bro, but you rapping like you want competition. You're trying to play both sides and squeeze the middle. That's what they call that. Play both sides and squeeze the middle. That's what that's called. J. Cole is a snake. J. Cole the type of motherfucker. And I said this in one of my lives before. He the type of motherfucker. He see a war going on outside, nobody safe from him. He goes under a rock. He waits until the last couple of 100 shots are heard, peeks his head out the rock, goes to a body, grabs a gun, and says, man, if I was in this war, what are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Then, at the Point Antonio, he chills out for almost a year, right? Chills out for almost a year. Let's one of his artists, Jid, drop. The Clips drop. Tyler, the Creator, drops. All these people are dropping in the year 2025. You know, Joey Badass drops. All of these drops is happening in 2025. And it feels like it's a resurgence of MCing kind of coming into play again. You know what I'm saying? And during these times, you've seen little spats of people dissing people and no one apologizing for what they said or no one suing, you know, for what they heard somebody say as well, right? So, because you were friends with the nigga who's suing somebody for it. You get what I'm saying? All right, I'm just keep up with me now. Boom, boom, boom. Keep going. We keep waiting. And 2026 comes around and he drops a trailer for the Fall Off, right? In this trailer, he's washing his car, all this other dumbass shit. And basically trying to spin the narrative on, he tried to spin the narrative, trying to make it seem like, you know, this is what happens to stars, you know, we don't choose this kind of shit, you know, basically like, man, you know, eventually it was going to happen, you know what I'm saying? Nigga, you chose to apologize. It wasn't like it was necessarily happening. Like, naturally, people decline. You get what I'm saying? It happens in sports. It happens in all, sectors, fields, studies, and shit like that. It eventually happens. You know what I'm saying? But you did like this to this with the apology because you were saying you wanted to compete. So stop trying to make it seem like you were forced in this position because Schoolboy Q went backstage and told you, oh, it's going to get serious. Man, don't nobody want to hear that bullshit, man. Don't nobody want to hear that bullshit, man. Don't nobody want to hear that shit, Sharif. You chose to apologize. And now you're trying to spin a narrative to make it seem like it's just a natural occurrence of what happens to superstars and icons after they've been in the game so long dominating. Nah, bro, don't stop. Stop doing this shit. Then he got the nerve to drop not a track, this to track 2, which I listened to and did a review on. But you dropped a mixtape with DJ Clue rapping on Diddy beats, classic beats, East Coast beats, rapper shit. Didn't have to. Appreciate it. I listened to it maybe once, 1.5 times. You dissing on there. You're not dissing. You're talking heavy on that bitch. Now, mind you, he's talking about the apology and saying how he knocked himself down on purpose to climb back up again, to climb past niggas and this, that. I didn't want to be a part of the big three. And it's just a whole bunch of jibber jab, nothing bullshit, honestly. J. Cole is sending out empty threats. He's dissing Drake, obviously. Like, it's obvious he's dissing Drake. He's throwing subs at Kendrick Lamar. And I watched some commentators, shout out to Kiki, shout out to Jalopy Bungus, all y'all pointed out that he was dissing Joey Badass. I didn't even know that, right? But I heard the Drake diss, and I heard the Kendrick Lamar diss. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, this nigga is wild, bro. For you to apologize about you dropping a diss and come back out on a mixtape rapping on other niggas' beats, dissing motherfuckers? Come on, J. Cole, you know we're not gonna believe that shit. You doing this, and then on this mixtape specifically, he's saying niggas is using gossip to basically gas up, build up anticipation for. That's what you doing. You dissing niggas for us to psychologically anticipate what you're gonna say on the album, which is gonna make a nigga stream an album, or it's gonna make a nigga wanna buy the album. So the same shit that you dissing a nigga for is the same shit that you doing to promote your album, The Fall Off, that's coming out on the 6th of February. You get what I'm saying? So again, I'm gonna end this video soon, but again, I'm not a J. Cole hater. I might come off as that because I don't like what he's doing. The nigga can rap his ass off. I listened to it and I said, damn, he's rapping his ass off, but he's talking about a whole bunch of nothing. It's not about how he's rapping. It's about the content of what he's rapping about. He's already tarnished his credibility and believability in the rap game. It's just what it is. And when you tear away people believing in what you're saying, it's going to be a lot harder for you to get that off. You know what I'm saying? Because now what you're forcing yourself to get into is this, I have to depend on the casual listeners at this point. And the casual listeners are a lot more fickle than your actual fans. They'll go from this to this quick. Listen, J. Cole and the NBA Youngboy. And then fucking whoever the fuck else, The Weeknd. I mean, anybody. You know what I'm saying? Taylor Swift, like any fucking body. They're fickle. They'll listen to anything. As long as it's a TikTok trend, as long as it's fucking, you get what I'm saying? So now you're placing yourself in this world of, not only do I have to diss motherfuckers, now I have to continue to trend, which is going to force me to see what the trends are. And now I'm just a trending topic. Rather than J. Cole being J. Cole, now you're J. Cole chasing trends. And I never thought in a million years I would see J. Cole doing this shit. I never thought in a million years I would see J. Cole, let alone a rapper, drop a diss and then apologize for it. I've never seen that shit in my life. Unprecedented, nigga. You made the national news when you did that shit, bro. I don't know. You think we forgot? What are you doing? You know what I'm saying? Again, I'm going to say this again. I'm not a J. Cole hater. I listened, past tense, listened to J. Cole's music. I fucked with, past tense, fucked with J. Cole's music. Now I don't. Now I don't. I don't want him to have the power to influence people with his words no more because it's a whole bunch of nothing. There's a lot of bullshit coming out of his mouth. He's lying. He's a snake. You don't want to compete when you say you want to compete. When a nigga wants you to rap, you want to rap when you want to rap, but you don't want to rap when you said you was going to rap because other niggas is rapping at you. And the fuck is you was a bitch. At least that's what you're acting like. I don't know if you're a bitch or not, but man, you easily influenced. Looked like Drake sent you off on a fucking dummy mission. And you made Kendrick look like a fucking god. He got a 2-for-1. He made you apologize and made Drake sue. 2-for-1. So not only did you lose credibility and aura and just that feeling, you gave it to another nigga. Why y'all think Kendrick was selling so much? Why y'all think he sold 1 million tickets on tour? With SZA and then without SZA a little bit after. It was because a lot of the fans of J. Cole and Drake were also going to those concerts. Because he was the winner. Because y'all made him look like a winner. I don't know, man. I don't know. J. Cole fans, J. Cole stands. It's looking bad for your boy, man. Y'all support him on that album. You know, I don't nobody to lose their livelihood, but you making it hard for people to live in the reality that you want to create as an artist when you're drawing these pictures with your words and you want people to see the imagery. Like people, it's going to be a lot harder for people to believe the shit that they see and you say. You get what I'm saying? That's all we saying, bro. I'm just saying, just imagine a world where J. Cole diss Kendrick and Drake, Kendrick diss J. Cole and Drake diss J. Cole and Kendrick. Bro, this shit would be talked about forever. Forever. I'm out, man. Peace, man. Watch some shots, nigga.